What if I told you everything you thought you knew about Outlander's most beloved character might be completely turned upside down in Season 8? That's right. A dramatic twist, an emotional fake-out, and a finale that might just break your heart. Season 7 laid the foundation, but what's coming next could change everything for the Frasers and the fans. Before we get into the details, this is your spoiler warning. We'll be diving into some major events from Season 7 and some key developments expected in Season 8, as well as what we know about the Outlander prequel. So, if you're not caught up or prefer to avoid spoilers, now's your chance to step away. Still here? Awesome. Let's get into the drama, the heartbreak, and all the surprises coming up in Outlander's final season. Season 7 delivered a powerful emotional punch when it made us believe a major character had died, only to pull the rug out from under us with a shocking reveal. It worked, no doubt. It was tense, heartbreaking, and had fans on edge. But here's the problem. Heading into Season 8, that same trick might not work again. The emotional impact of a real death could fall flat simply because the audience has already been through it once. Outlander is famous for its twists, but using the same one twice in quick succession can start to feel a bit stale. Plus, the showrunners are working with a shortened final season, which limits the time they have to build emotional weight around any major death. Diana Gabaldon's novels are rich with detail and long emotional arcs. When you compress that into just a handful of episodes, something inevitably gets lost. There's also the issue that the book series isn't finished. So far, Gabaldon has released 9 novels, with the 10th and final one still in the works, and it won't be out before the show concludes. That means Season 8 will lean heavily on the 9th book, Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone, to bring the story to a close. The good news? That book has plenty of high-stakes drama and deeply emotional moments that could create a satisfying conclusion. The challenge? It's not the actual end of the story. In Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone, Jamie heads off to fight in the Battle of Kings Mountain during the American Revolution. Historically, the Continental Army wins that battle. But things get complicated when Brianna discovers a historical document that claims Jamie Fraser died in that exact conflict. Even with this warning, Jamie still goes to fight, because of course, he's Jamie. And when he doesn't return, Claire believes the worst has happened. It wouldn't be the first time the show made us think Jamie was dead. But again, he isn't. Claire finds him and uses her healing abilities, and possibly a deeper, almost supernatural connection to bring him back. It's a beautiful and intense moment, but there's a catch. We've seen it before. In Season 7, a very similar storyline played out. Jamie was supposed to be on a ship that sank, and when word reached Claire, she spiraled into grief, isolating herself and drinking to numb the pain. Then, in a dramatic twist, Jamie reappeared, completely fine, after having switched ships at the last minute. The moment was powerful and emotional, ending in laughter and relief. But now that the show has already used that device, repeating it in Season 8 might feel more predictable than profound. In the books, these fake-outs are separated by years and books. But on screen, they're happening one season after another. That means viewers, especially those who haven't read the books, might start to feel like the stakes aren't real. If Jamie seems to die again, fans may not believe it for a second. That's why the show would be wise to shift focus. Instead of making it about whether Jamie lives or dies, they could center the story around Claire's growth and her refusal to give up. After all, Brianna's discovery gives Claire time to prepare. She doesn't go into this blindly. She sharpens her skills. Emotio. That's a shame, because Frank's insights add real emotional depth, not just for Brianna, but for the entire series. It shows that even though he never met Jamie, Frank still cared enough to guide Brianna toward her true family. Including this in Season 8 would bring more weight to her journey and help wrap up one of the show's longest-running threads. Instead, there's concern the show might choose to focus on Brianna's pregnancy. In the book, she and Roger welcome their son Davy. While that's a sweet note, it's not enough on its own to wrap up her character arc. Brianna has always been about much more than motherhood. She's a time traveler, a survivor, an inventor, and a bridge between two timelines. If the show ends her story with a baby announcement and little else, it risks reducing everything she's gone through. there's still time to balance this. The show could include the Frank letter, explore her emotional reconciliation with both her fathers, and still give a nod to her new baby, either as an epilogue or a future storyline. But it shouldn't let that be her whole ending. Now, even with all these concerns, there's something very exciting coming for Outlander fans. A prequel series titled Blood of My Blood is in development, and it's going to explore the early lives of Jamie's and Claire's parents. The show promises to jump between timelines and explore how the powerful legacy of love that defines Outlander began. It may not feature the same kind of time travel, but its emotional depth and historical drama should feel very familiar. At the heart of it all will still be romance, destiny, and connection across time. If done well, this prequel could carry the spirit of Outlander forward, even after the main story comes to a close. So, what do you think? Will Season 8 stick the landing? Should Frank's letter make a comeback? And will the prequel live up to the legacy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Outlander. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.